Oh, I feel like a superstar when I'm sitting with my friend. Oh, what the? Hey now. Oh my god. Oh no! It's a giant, adorable puppy! No! It's Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show, starring Matt. Alright, welcome to my brand new show where I review the worst movies I can find. Some classic and some not so much. Oh yeah, reviewing bad movies. That's such an original idea. Oh, because complaining about remakes was so original. Oh, because arguing with yourself is such an original idea. Oh, because pointing out how you're being unoriginal is so original. Seems we've reached an impasse. It seems that way. I'm gonna talk about the movie now. You do that. Giant Gila Monster. Yes, I've been a fan of these hilariously bad movies for a long time. But Giant Gila Monster was the first movie I ever saw that proved to me that films could be this hilariously bad. The Giant Gila Monster was released in 1959 and was directed by Ray Kellogg, who that same year released Killer Shrews. Such a prolific director. And before we get into the movie, I just want to talk about this box art. That is a high-quality JPEG right there. Like, are you serious, Digiview? Now, this film is public domain at this point, and there's multiple DVD releases of it. I even have it on this 12 DVD set. I also own it on VHS. I don't know why. Let's get this terrible party started. The film cold opens on narration talking about the mysterious Gila monster.
It is in these lonely areas of impenetrable forest and dark shadows that the Gila monster still lives. How large the dreaded Gila monster grows, no man can say.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. 2 feet. I'll keep that in mind. So I guess according to this narration, these two kids have driven so far to make out that they have wandered into some deep forest with an undiscovered species of Gila monster. Then these kids fall off a cliff and we see the Gila monster's claw. But, nothing touched that car. It just fell.
It's a conspiracy, man! That Gila monster is innocent!
Ah, toenails. My favorite font. Later that day, we see some kids meeting in a diner. They seem concerned that their other friends haven't shown up, but they seem even more concerned about talking about cars.
Maybe they broke down.
Not in his heap. I worked on it myself.
That wouldn't make any difference if he goofed the speed shift or something.
Yeah, that squirrel is just the one that could do it.
Oh, wonderful.
So they decide to go to a drive-in, presumably to watch a better movie, but why did they even meet there? Why bother with the restaurant? They didn't order any food or anything. Damn kids, always loitering. I hope a giant lizard does kill you. So the father of the dead boy shows up at the sheriff's house to report his son missing. And is this town so small that they don't have a police station, so people just come to the sheriff's house? Or is this dad just an asshole? Spoilers. The dad is just an asshole. Anyway, angry exposition dump.
You ask me, it's that Chase Winston. He's older than the others, sets them all wrong. Why, he's got more influence on Pat than I have.
Chase Winstead does more about keeping them in line than getting them in trouble than I know. He's supported his mother and sister ever since his dad died on one of your drill rigs.
Now, you locate him or I'll have your job.
If you want to be the only peace officer in 10,000 square miles and 1,000 miles of road, you're welcome to it.
God, even the insults are exposition heavy. So the sheriff goes to question Chase, our main character, and we get more car talk.
What's the mileage on it?
Oh, about 35,000.
Let me have it for a couple of days and I'll tune it up for you.
Oh, you choke it off so I could never catch it.
You couldn't catch that deuce of mine right now.
Well, Chase is no help, so the sheriff goes to talk to Doc Boy from Garfield? Oh, I guess these are the girl's parents. They're a lot nicer than the dick face from earlier, but the sheriff talks to them for under a minute and we never see them again. I guess we gotta leave time for killer jokes like this.
Let me smell your breath. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I have no clue what alcohol smells like. So we see Chase's boss, Mr.
Mr. Compton.
He's just come back from picking up nitroglycerin. Why does a small town with only one cop need nitroglycerin? Oh, well, I guess to fend off giant Gila monsters. Silly me. So they find a wrecked car that's mysteriously empty. And, you guessed it, more car talk.
How many times have I warned you about getting that headlamp fixed?
Twice. But the first time it was just a suggestion.
Wait, the kid who's all about souping up his car can't be bothered to replace a headlight? Dude, I know jack shit about cars, and I replace my headlights. But at last, the Gila monster decides to make an appearance in this film. He emerges to attack a hitchhiker in a business suit? Oh wait, this dude just jumps. The Gila monster isn't doing anything. This is all on them. That's the lesson we can all learn. The true giant Gila monster is man.
Half a pack of cigarettes, one unlit.
Oh shit, I left the evidence.
See you later, son.
Right, Sheriff.
Ah man, I can't go back to prison. So the next day a drunk guy sees the Gila monster. Clearly not on the road, but he swerves into a ditch anyway.
You all right?
All right. Dad, I'm superb. 7 to a box, no corners. I'm a roundhouse.
'Cause drunk driving is funny. That's how drunk people act. This movie is too accurate.
My baby, she and rolls and rocks whenever she walks. My baby, she rocks and rolls.
At least beat in time to the song you're singing. So the drunk guy is a popular radio DJ who agrees to host a party for Chase. And then, drum roll please, more car talk! We're almost halfway through this film and car talk has had more screen time than the monster. Then the kids get hired by the sheriff to look for their missing friends. Hello there. Oh yeah, come on, babe. Ah, ya cocktease. You may have noticed by now that the supposed giant Gila monster is actually just a regular Gila monster walking around in a field. And if you think that, you're wrong. It's a regular bearded lizard walking around a field. That's right, they got the wrong type of lizard. I bet they're so embarrassed by that mistake. So they find their friend's car and tow it home, and the giant Gila monster does nothing. But screw him, we need to focus on the subplot about Chase's sister not being able to walk. Why is this here? I don't know, I guess visionary director Ray Kellogg didn't think a giant Gila monster could carry a movie. Or maybe they needed to tone down the scares. Anyway, Chase sings a song about mushrooms. I'm not kidding.
There was a mushroom, sad little mushroom. There was a meadow, ready to cry.
I thought this was a movie about a giant monster. Yeah, but you know, maybe he grew that big from a mushroom. Then Chase's boss, Mr. Compton, is driving down the road in an oil tanker. He sees the giant Gila monster and swerves off the road and blows himself up. What is this, Tucker and Dale versus the giant Gila monster? None of these deaths are on him. So then we're treated to the town drunk drag racing a train. Oh, and the Gila monster destroys a totally real train track. Whoa, top-notch sound effects, guys. You sure that wasn't an actual train crash you recorded? So the sheriff gets enough reports of a giant Gila monster that he starts to take them seriously. He pulls a theory about animals' diets changing, causing them to grow to enormous sizes out of his ass. This movie feels about as scientifically accurate as, well, most of the bad movies I plan on talking about. So, par for the course, I guess. Then the dead son dad shows up and is a total jackass. Big shock. He demands Chase be arrested, but the Gila monster beat him to the punch. Hey, you guys got any booze in here? And this all obviously looks fake, yes, but to be fair, this is the only time they put forth some effort into making him look giant instead of just a lizard in a field.
All right, now take these, hold them, and don't let them bump. And for heaven's sakes, don't drop them.
No, of course they make it. In a car they had to have borrowed from Monty Python. Then they blow up the Gila monster and everyone lived happily ever after. Oh, except that dude's son. He's way dead. Oh, and Mr. Compton. And that well-dressed drifter. But at least Chase got a record deal with that drunk DJ. Was that something he wanted? I don't know. This film is great. Everything's so on the nose and pointless, it's pretty enjoyable, and the special effects make me laugh every time. And maybe I have some nostalgic connection to it, but it's a super fun film nonetheless. And now we move on to audience participation.
It shouldn't be too hard. You don't have an audience.
Shut up. I'd like to keep things spicy, so at the end of every episode I'm going to give you a choice between something more obvious that people have talked about or something less obvious that I'm sure not nearly as many people have. So next time we can dive deeper into Ray Kellogg's career with The Killer Shrews. Or we could see what lies down the rabbit hole with Chopping Mall. The choice is yours, just leave your votes in the comments. And until next time, I'm Matt, and this is Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show.
There was a mushroom, sad little mushroom. There was a meadow, ready to cry. There was a sparrow, gray little sparrow. There was an eagle, silent and high.
Our star has just entered my lap. Scout, I need you to run around. Be a puppy.